So I don't know if this was the first video of its kind, but obviously Mr. Beast did this in two parts. So it was the original YouTube video, and that's pretty much how he always does his videos. And then the deciding winner, which was like, what was it, the last 5 or something like, whatever was decided on stream, which I wasn't able to watch that. And it was pretty much flipping ruined anyway, and that, bro. I clicked on the flipping stream and that, and I just saw man like Your Rage there on his ones. I was like, oh yeah, he obviously won, you know what I'm saying? So obviously when a bunch of streamers get into one concentrated place like a flipping nucleus, we already know that it can go nuclear, you know what I'm saying? Something can actually happen, and something did happen, bro. A whole bunch of people beefing. There's whole different side stories with the main story, but side stories within the side story, and side story is all going crazy. And that, bro, but specifically we're going to be concentrating on this whole Rakai and Rubious situation and all of that. Now, number one, from what I saw with Rubious, bro, I don't think he did anything wrong. Obviously, everything ended. People go to the streams. People get a little bit more confidence in that, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're not around people, so they start to speak their mind a little bit more when they get behind the cameras and behind the desk again. But from what I've seen, he was quite respectful with everything. So I don't really, from what I know, he didn't really do anything wrong. Rakai, obviously over the top and that, bro, in terms of what he was doing. Yeah, you control people and da. But yeah, he was doing a little bit too much. The racist on flipping line and that, bro. When it comes to the racism, bro, there's no situation where I'll agree with that, bro. People just want an excuse to be racist. Bro, the internet is so funny how he acts like black people have a trait that no other race hasn't, that, bro. Like, only black people are loud, only black people annoying, da, bro. Allow me and that. If you're racist, just say you're racist and that, man. Stop trying to make excuses. I respect the racist that just out and out says, yo, I'm a racist. You know what I mean? Instead of the guys that saying, I have black friends and that, bro. Oh, I'm only saying it because of da, bro. Allow me and that, fam. The racism ish, I don't agree with it whatsoever, because there's a bunch of Rakais in every race and that, fam. There's flipping streamers out here faking deaths, terrorizing the public on a daily basis. They're not out here being called monkeys and da. You get what I'm trying to say? So that I don't agree with. But at the end of the day, yeah, Rakai can be over the top. And also, for you guys that keep saying, oh yeah, he's a kid, allow me. Even if he was an actual kid and that, brother, and he was 15 or 14 and that, which you can say he still is a kid, but if he was like 14, 15, there's still 15 and 14-year-olds that know how to conduct themselves, bro. All of this is a kid-ish, bro. Allow it. You get what I'm trying to say? But let's get into it, though, fam. I keep it real, bro. I'm not here to pick sides. You know what I'm saying?
Why you keep moving for me?
No, because you're bad energy, bro. You're bad energy.
People just don't like you because your reputation. They're like, yeah, nah, we're not doing it with this.
And that's the other thing with Rakai. This guy's so flipping, his emotional and people understanding and IQ and that is so low, bro, that he will do what he does. People will not like him and he'll wild out even more because his feelings are hurt, basically. Instead of looking in the mirror and saying, you know what, I caused this, I have to take it on the chin and that, bro. People will act like this towards him, and that's probably why he did wild out, because people weren't liking him and taking to him. He probably wilded out even more in that, fam, because his ego couldn't take it. At the end of the day, he is a kid, bro. But all of that, he's a kid, bro. At some point, he gets too old, bro. He gets too old, you know what I mean?
Bro, I'm not the most hated person, bro.
Yeah, you up there.
I guarantee it, he wilded out more because people didn't really take to him or like him.
Imagine losing
that was just
$1
tactics.
million because a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking child decided to grab you from your back and use you as a human shield.
Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. We understand that this guy be doing too much, but it's the game at the end of the day, bro. I don't care what anyone says. That part right there, bro, that's the game, fam. You get me? Bruv, I already said within my reaction, bro, I don't care how old Rakai is, he would have received the elbow from hell from me and that, bro. I don't care in that, fam. Bruv, shrug him off. He's a little kid in that, fam. That's just tactics, bro. That I don't see anything wrong with that.
For
personally.
a blindfolded dude throwing dodgeballs.
He's good at the throws.
He's emoting on him.
He's like 17, 18 years old. You're wishing bad shit on a kid.
Pretty much since Rakai has joined the mainstream internet, he has received a level of hate that has always rubbed me the wrong way. Whether they're saying that he's annoying, that he's doing too much, or saying that the situations he's in just don't feel right to them, people have kind of always been on his case. But at the Mr. Beast live streamer,
nah, this is, I'll try not to pause after this, bro, or pause too much. But you see with Rakai, when anyone puts himself on the internet, when it comes to the criticism, when it comes to people saying you're annoying, when it comes to people saying your videos are ass, when it comes to people saying you fell off, brother, it is what it is. You put yourself out here, deal with it. But when it comes to the racism, and racism is something that only black people experience pretty much in that, fam. When it comes to the racism and the death threats, those are the things where I'm like, you're chilling. Everything else to some degree is kind of like you're on the internet, you kind of have to withstand it a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Grow a backbone a little bit. But death threats and racism, that's something I'll never agree with, bro. No, Kizzy, I don't care what you're doing. Because people always like to make the excuse like only black people do certain things and no other race does it, bro. You know what I mean? When there's races doing things that Rakai does and even more, and they ain't out here being called monkeys and da 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 da. You get what I'm trying to say?
Event. Rakai did his normal Rakai antics, at least in my opinion, and people took it to a whole different level. Every streamer needs to condemn these parts of their community because this most recent Rakai hate train is unearthing a dark side of streaming that people are not talking about. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button.
This community is colliding as well, isn't it?
Long way for this channel. Let's stop the hate trains and start the Yomizi love trains with the subscriptions. Now, back into the video. The Mr. Beast live streaming video exposed a lot to me. In the last video, I covered how it exposed how these streamers who talk online have to face their realities IRL at some point, and they should probably watch what they say. But what it also exposed is that there's this cultural difference in streaming that nobody's willing to address. You got 50 creators in this elimination format doing viral challenges, you know, normal Mr. Beast stuff. So that means that the antics are gonna be there. But when you bring somebody who is the court jester of the internet in Rakai to the mix, then you're gonna get an outrageous time. Now, in my
Yeah, and Rubious literally handled it well, like I said on that, man. He didn't say anything brazy towards Rakai. Like I said, I haven't seen him since everything ended. And what was I even going to say in that, bro? I was going to say something.
I feel like Rakai was his normal self. If anything, I actually thought this was a fairly tame version of...
Oh yeah, that's it. During the original YouTube video, when the 50 streamers was in there, during the end of it or near the end of it, I was like, oh wait, Rakai's bare chilled out, bro. He hasn't been doing much. And then when it got to the last few people, yeah, that's when he showed the people who he really is type of thing. You get me? Because at first, bro, he was just chilling, laying down, da 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 da, and this is when he started to get active.
Rakai, for everything that I know. But as we saw some of the clips from the show, people were mad at different instances of Rakai being Rakai.
You did it! Oh! Wait, I didn't see it!
I was confused.
I thought she had it!
Winner, winner! You have advanced.
Mari, I am so sorry. You're gonna make me cry.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It was an experience.
Love you, Mari.
Womp, 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 womp. Cry about it.
Mari is a creator that...
You know the thing is as well, because you remember the interaction earlier when Rakai tried to go chill with Mari. Mari said she didn't like it, didn't like him, da da da, you bad vibes, all of that type of stuff. That's why Rakai did that. And number two, there's been instances where Mari has wilded out herself and that, and there's been moments where I was like, you're kind of weird for that still. So it's one of them ones. I like to match energy in that, bro. And if I was to match Rakai's energy with anyone in that bubble, it would be Mari. Because Mari has times where she's wilded out as well in that, bro. So I get it, because people might not know Mari. She's crying, da 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 da. But in terms of energy matching and that, bro, Rakai, Mari, yeah, those are two good people to match up together. If you know the history, you get what I'm trying to say.
Universally, the internet accepts,
but it just looked bad
and honestly finds her to be very entertaining and welcoming. So when she lost this event, you can tell even in the music from Mr. Beast's videos, the tone changes. People didn't want to see her lose. She's visibly upset, and this is a more somber moment. You know, they played it up, they added the drama and the tension there. But this gets cut at the legs with Rakai doing his womp womp to somebody losing. Now, if somebody was a competitor, I probably would have did something similar. I'm not gonna lie to you. But this is where some of the backlash starts to come. It's not outrage just yet, but people aren't accepting of how Rakai wasn't, you know, comforting more to Mari. And it also didn't sit well with Mari herself.
Love you, Mari.
Womp, 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 womp. Cry about it.
And with that, 7...
And he over here talking about some womp, womp, womp. You was in my ear the entire time, Rakai. Talking about some... Oh, ooh, oh, you didn't do it. You didn't do that. What is she doing?
Yeah, I can't like W Rakai impression in that, bro. Although, I did see a clip where Rakai started to call her a B word, and that's when we're going too far once again. This type of energy within the bubble, that calm. You know what I'm saying? But then calling her a B word, and now we're taking it too far once again.
The whole time, imagine having somebody in your ear like, mama, you sound like a Tasmanian devil in my ear the whole time, bro. Respectfully. Respectfully.
You see, what's happening here now is that Rakai is entering a Mr. Beast audience. What I mean by that is people in his community and around his community already view him to be this annoying little brother type of person. But now, on a channel that gets 100 million plus views guaranteed on videos like this is an audience that is going to be super duper critical of every single move that you make. They're a new audience.
Literally.
They don't necessarily know you. And for what it's worth, there's some
And Mr. Beast is no swearing, happy, constantly smiling, You get what I'm trying to say? So it's a different contrast.
cultural differences there. Now, with this new audience, not just from Mr. Beast, but from all these other streamings, you would think that Rakai would straighten up his act a little bit. But no, he's still going to be himself. And I can honestly applaud him for this. But this does come with backlash as he does a sneaky, underhanded tactic when playing dodgeball with one of the biggest Spanish-speaking streamers in the world.
Like, bro, like, it gets to a point, bro. You a grown man. Big man, turn around, hold this guy and shift him, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? This part, I don't see anything wrong with.
Now, as a
Exactly, you're a demon. Yeah, it's just tactics, bro. Like, what we doing? Bama de Bayo, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Shout out Jimmy High Roller. When he was saying he got, what, 71 points on that, bro, in an ethical way. But then the 13 or whatever that he got at the end of it, bro, was unethical. Man was just chucking up such. Man was trying to miss three throws, You get me? But it's still within the confines of the rules of the game, bro. You know, just tactics, bro. You know, it's scumbaggery. You know, it happens in all sports and all, you know what I'm
real
saying?
street competitor, I know exactly what's going on. Rakai is trying to win the game. I mean, there's $1
You
million
just say street
on the
competitor.
line, and there aren't any clear rules as to what you can and can't do. And for what it's worth, this makes for better content, in my opinion. But like I said, there's a new audience that is consuming these things from a whole different side of the world who doesn't have the same communal or cultural understanding about Rakai or just a certain culture. I'm just gonna say it, Black people. And the way that
Okay, it gets to a point though, bro. Like, even the way like Omiz is speaking, bro, he's acting like we're aliens, bro. Like, stop gassing it, fam. Like, I don't know why people are acting like because it gives excuses to people to be racist to this guy when we're seeing they're not used to his type of behavior. And that, bro, shut up, man. Edie at you and that, bro. There's Rakais all over this world of all different shapes, flipping sizes and colors and that, bro. Like, what we doing here? Why are we acting like black people are only in like one part of the world and they don't, you know what I'm saying, don't venture out into other countries, bro? There's black people everywhere. There's white people, brown people, everywhere and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that, I'm like, I don't like when people talk like this because it gives people excuses to do the things that they do and say the things that they say and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, flipping black people just came onto the earth in the past 10 years, bro.
this
Like,
was
pardon,
handled. The shift from annoying to disrespectful is what I'm talking about. The usual backlash that Rakai got that was reserved for the WL community has now opened the floodgates into international waters. But it does not help in the fact that Rakai then doubles down in another segment in his competitive nature when he goes after another Spanish-speaking streamer, another Hispanic streamer, actually the #2 Spanish channel on Twitch in Rubious.
Yeah, all of this I haven't seen.
Oh!
Not gonna lie, I saw some clips. It was kind of awkward, bro, with no music, no nothing and that. I'm like, these men were just in awkward silence, bro.
Once Rubious would get eliminated, Rakai would go full on Fortnite dance emote as a way of taunting him in getting his victory.
We going back to slingshot. Ain't no way. He's good at the throws.
He's emoting on him. A toda mi comunidad. Justice, 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 justice. Cállate, niño, anda, cállate, niño. Niño, cállate. Cállate, anda. Cállate, cállate. I'm sorry. No, yo creo que al final ha sido suerte y ya está, chicos.
Again, this is where the cultural difference becomes super glaring to me. I don't think that this was anything that was out of the ordinary. These are content creators creating content. If this didn't happen, I would actually be surprised. Hell, I think that even Mr. Beast would be surprised.
And I think like man don't play a basketball game, a football game, a game of sports, and then go into the friend's face and, you know what I'm saying? They're like, bro, stop gassing it, bro. I hate when people try to act like and try to single out certain black people and their behaviors and act like no one else does it because it's a negative one and that, bro. Like, allow
And
me.
this is wouldn't
I
be
don't agree with the things that Rakai does in that, fam, but I also don't agree with people that try to make it seem like it's unordinary.
what he signed up for. He signed up for content creators to come and create content. But for a different community who doesn't understand these dynamics and doesn't consume all this content, this doesn't feel like gameplay. This doesn't feel like content being created. This feels like disrespect in real time. When you understand Rakai's past, you kind of understand how this moment even comes to fruition. I'm thinking about
the thing is though, who's to dictate what is content and what's not content? Because this is literal content, bro. Everyone's consuming it. That's why it's going so crazy. That's why Mr. Beast didn't. You get what I'm trying to say? So Rakai stopped that. He was laughing and doing all the faces because it literally is content, bro. You know what I mean? Like there's degenerate content, there's wholesome content. Who's to say what is and what isn't content just because you may not like it or a bunch of people quote unquote disagree with it?
Cinderella rant.
The internet's the internet,
the lesbian streamer couple.
What the hell are these flipping? What the hell are these on the side? Yeah, man. Lil and Rakai, you might need to just go bald at this point, man.
That he had gotten into it with the Iron Mouse situation, the Mari situation, the El Abraham situation, the Rubious situation, all these different moments in which he is seen as the younger brother court jester antagonizer on the internet really shape who he is to a lot of people. But again, this was supposed to stay in our bubble. It was a fixed type thing. Hey, that's the internet's little brother. He, you know, if you love him, you like him. If you hate him, you hate him. But ultimately it stays here. But if you're not in that bubble and you start consuming his content, you get a nasty perspective on him. And so as streamers were watching the Mr. Beast event on live stream and being prompted by their chats to do so, they started to do investigations of Rakai's chat, the comment section, et cetera, to see how people were receiving this content. And let's just say these people went straight to racism, gang. They just went straight to the racism.
Yo, okay, I opened up his fucking Instagram comments for 1 second. What is this, bro? No.
Oh no. It's half the comments. It's literally half the comments. Oh my god, he has a very dedicated community.
From racial slurs to threats on his life, and I can't even put this stuff on YouTube. Only way that I can do it is describe it, but these images depicting Rakai, and for what it's worth, Rage and Ski Master Slum God as monkeys scoured the internet.
Oh, so your Rage and Ski got smoke as well? Okay.
Just took over. This no longer became criticism of Rakai's actions. This was just another way for people to get their hate rhetoric off, get the racism off, get these other things off. I want to take a minute here and talk about the fact that I have always maintained that there is a cultural divide between...
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Didn't XQC do that as well? How come no one said anything about XQC? When people got him out and that, brother, and he said no one watches AMP and that, how come no one said anything about XQC? Why is no one calling XQC a monkey and that, brother? Get out of here, man.
Streamers, content creators, et cetera.
If you're racist, just say you're racist, bro. Like, do it with chest.
Are more buddy than they really are. Every time I see more content being made, it only furthers the idea that I have. These people are being forced together because there is a bigger, better, and greater bag on the line. Of course, there's a bigger bag with the XQC and DDG coming together, but reality is that they couldn't be further apart. And if there wasn't a financial incentive tied to it, these people would not be creating content together, talking about each other, et cetera, et cetera. So then when you get these environments in which, there's different communities and different cultures being forced together, like a Mr. Beast video, of course, you're going to get these people from these different parts of the world, different parts of the cultures, not understanding one another. And you open the door for all the stuff that we're seeing today. Now, let me be clear. I don't think that Mr. Beast or Rubious or El Abraham or Rakai are intentionally meaning to open the door for racism. But the reality is that fans of these people are racist. Fans of these people are misogynistic,
it's the internet,
all these
bro.
different things. And when you mix these cultures, you open the doors for this type of rhetoric, this type of content to be put into the ethos. I remember it happening when women started to become more prominent on streams. And at the end of the day, the creators themselves suffer because they are now subjected to this harmful and nasty behavior. Now, I know somebody in my comment section may be saying to themselves, Omar, Rakai leans into this content. And I do agree with you. Again, he's the internet's little brother, in my opinion. And as a little brother, a literal little brother, I know exactly what that means. You're gonna be the one who's doing the I'm not touching you as the finger is, you know, next to somebody. You're gonna be the one that takes the last bit of juice, the last bit of cereal. You're gonna be the annoying one that's always crying about different things.
Not gonna lie though, even though I'm literally the young sibling on my mum's side and that, bro, I was a very thoughtful younger brother, bro. No kizzy and that. From obviously, I like to annoy people and that. I get under people's skin. I like the reactions and da. But ultimately, bro, I'm a very considerate younger brother and that. We're out here, bro. Shout out to my considerate younger brothers, man. You get me? Like I know there's a line, and once I get to that line, I stop. I never cross the line. I don't do all of that. I'm not a person, no matter who it is, bro. I don't like crossing lines. You get nudge you up to the line and all of that type of stuff, and you get me, but I'll never cross that line.
Older brother's nerves. So sure, he's antagonizing Mari. He's mocking people that he's eliminated. He's finding ways that he can you know, gain an advantage in a game. This isn't new to me because he's not new to this. He's true to this. But that does not justify the racism.
It's not new to me. I don't like nudity.
And all these other things that go on with Rakai. A 16-year-old kid, might I add. But I guess it can explain why.
Bro, stop saying the kiddish, bro. Stop. It's enough now, man. It's enough now. It's enough. I don't want to hear that kiddish anymore.
He becomes this easy target.
Not a valid
when
excuse.
Things escalate.
But he making it entertaining, bro. And it's the same thing. Has he done a single good thing for black people? You're part of the problem. What the fuck does Rakai have to do with all black people, you fucking... That's what I be talking about, bro. What the fuck does Rakai have to do with all black people?
And when did we ever start to put flipping content creators on a pedestal to where we judge what they have done for their race and their people? And like, bro, pattern on, man. This is what I'm saying, bro. People like to pick and choose when they want to do certain things. If you're racist, just say that. Just do it with chest, bro. I respect you, man.
That makes no fucking sense. It's the same shit how them Somali niggas got mad at me. Nigga, I'm me. Rakai is him. Nigga, it don't make a nigga. You don't represent a whole group of people, gang. That's not how it works. You don't represent a whole group of people, bro. That's literally not how it works, gang. Like what? Come on, bro.
I think one of the best things that's come out of this, and this is actually something that I'm asking for a lot of creators to do, is that the creator community that is more familiar with Rakai went to the internet and went to their streams in droves and condemned this action and this behavior from communities at large who were sending him literal threats on his life.
At the end of the day, that was the point of the game, was to get the other people out so you can win the mill. For people to be saying the shit they're saying, like, bro, it's a game at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean?
All my hobblers out there, stop calling niggas monkeys and shit.
Facts. You're crazy.
Oh, I did see a clip though that apparently Rakai was saying stuff as well. Apparently he was telling Rubious to go back to Mexico. Now, once again, I don't know how true this is. You know what I mean? And apparently he ain't even Mexican as well, which is crazy. But that's the thing. Rakai does do that type of issue with Ray as well and that, bro. I don't know why no one's nipped it in the bud. But the AMP guys do it to a certain extent. But Ray and Rakai and that, bro, be going at it heavy. Like hella racist to each other. Back and forth type of thing. You get me?
It's a black nigga that's knowing niggas got some monkeys. What the fuck is that?
They going, I ain't gonna cap, they going stupid right now, bro.
Bro, I want to think of TikTok conversation.
But at the same time, I guarantee you a lot of people being racist didn't even know Rakai even said those things. But that man are just being racist for the sake of being racist.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I did hear that about Rakai.
On Instagram, all that.
He's like 17, 18 years old. You're wishing bad shit on a kid. He's a kid, man. Like, I can understand getting mad at, like, a journalist or something like that. That's a grown-ass adult. But you're going to go and get in your feelings over a kid.
A kid, like, literally.
If it was an M on the line, a lot of you will move different than you think you would in theory. I'm telling you. And the craziest part is the M's not even for him, it's for his community. In a world where everybody sit there and pretend like they want authenticity, everyone tells you to be yourself, the nigga is not trying to be anyone else, bro. And people get mad at him for it. And what that teaches everybody else, realistically, don't be yourself, bro.
No, he's being himself, but he's also a very amplified version of himself, though, at the same time. So you could say it's still inauthentic.
They will get mad.
I think it's so weird to me that when Rakai...
Rakai ain't acting like that around his mum, bro, actually. You never know.
And maybe you just don't want to consume Rakai. Like, I know that people were probably stuck between...
Whoa, consume Rakai, bro. Pause, man. Lava splash fire for that.
A rock in a hard place. They were fans of Rage or fans of Phantom or whoever else was on this stream, this game show. and Rakai just so happened to be there. So you were forced in a situation to consume Rakai. But for the most part, a lot of people could just cut this stuff off. But I think the bigger issue may be that just people
And
who
that's
have
what I
never
don't
been
understand, bro.
put in position
Just turn it
to
off.
see him have now consumed him. So I am thankful.
Man, I'm acting like the flipping cable tied and that, bruv. And they have that one device that opens your eyes bare wide and that, bruv. And you're being forced to what, bruv? Turn it off. Press the button, bro. You have a choice. Like, goddamn.
These creators stepped up and showed out. I don't know what Abraham and Rubious have done, but I hope they also are condemning these people as well, because this is just flat out racism. Like, there's no justification for racism, full stop. I think on top, you got to be clear. Like, Rakai is creating these moments. He's being himself. And then the audience escalated them. Now, do I think that the creators of these audiences should be attributed with what their audience is doing? No, I don't think that their audience can be 100% controlled by said creators. But I do think that they set the tone. I've always maintained this. The audience that you have is a reflection of you. I don't have a racist audience. I don't have a misogynistic audience. I don't have a homophobic audience. I've put out content in the vein of that before, where we talk about homosexual people on this channel, where we talk about women on this channel, where we've talked about different things on this channel. And there is not this massive amount of overt homophobia, misogyny, all the other things like that are being put in these comment sections. Why? Because I, as a creator, am not that, and I condemn that. I do think it is a moment of self-reflection, and if you are silent in the wake of these different things, then you are a part of enabling.
You are the problem.
Audience. With that being said, I do think that the underlying thing that people don't talk about is that there is a forcing of cultural issue in streaming, and I'm telling you that this is going to be something that divides streaming. This is going to be something that makes people stop doing these different collaborations and not rock with other people. I think iShowSpeed has fought through a lot of this, and you know, kudos to him. It could not be me, but now he's seeing a more positive reception on the other side, potentially making people more tolerant to him and other Black people. But if I am a Black streamer or content creator, or if I am one of these nuisance streamers or content creators, or Hispanic streamer, content creator, or woman streamer, content creator, and I don't want to deal with the nonsense that comes with, you know, being with another community, I may take the route of some of the other creators that we talked about in the past, like Senna. I'm not going to hang out with you on your stream. I'm not going to hang out with your audience, your community, because I don't want to be associated or tied to the bullshit that comes with it.
Yeah, shout out Amusing, man. This is probably one of the few videos that not necessarily disagreed with him, but just some of the points that he was making in terms of how Rakai was acting, because the way he was framing it was like it's a cultural difference, which that is a very dangerous way to put it, because once again it makes it seem like Black people have traits or have a trait that no other race has, and that it alienates Black people, and it gives people that are racist and that are stereotypical and all that type of stuff and prejudice, it gives them ammo and gives them an excuse to act the way they act, which it isn't the case. But every single race has these type of people. Every single race does bad things and negative things and positive things. You get what I'm trying to say? But because it's Rakai and because it's Black, the racists want to come outside and give excuses and say it's because of this and this. No, just say you're racist, bro. It's literally that simple, bro. It's not a cultural difference. You can say it's the type of communities that are coming together. Like I said with Mr. Beast, he doesn't swear and that, bro, da. You know what I mean? And that, bro, you could say it's more younger audience, more PG. You know what I mean? Younger people can watch it. Everyone, every age range can watch it. Whereas Rakai and that, man, he's got girls on his stream, bro, firework wars, he's destroying his house with other creators, that, you know what I mean? So you can say the type of community is a difference. But when you say cultural differences, that's when it gets too dangerous and that, bro, because you start to give these guys ammo. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I disagree with and how that was framed there. But other than that, though, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Spin your boy and Jais. And I'm out of here. It'll be people, man. I'm gone.